Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Death. I, of course, am your ghost host with the very most, the Reaper Matt Conard, and this week on the podcast, we have got another mess around on our hands. This time, have Payton Graham, Chris LeRusso, and Jack Pollock, three of my very best friends in the wrestling business, and well, it's just exactly what the title entails. It's a mess. It was a lot of fun though. We talk about wrestling mostly. There's a lot of non-wrestling. Look, alcohol was involved for a select few of us, not myself, and there's a lot of tangents, a lot of jokes. Just a good time. I really enjoy getting to do these because life gets so hectic that you don't get enough time with your friends as you would like. So getting to do these kind of things where it's not even that official, you just turn a microphone on and just fuck around. I really enjoyed it, and I think you guys will enjoy it too. So without further ado, let's dive headfirst into the mess with Payton Graham, Chris LeRusso, and Jack Pollock.
They're doing the mess around. Everybody doing the mess around. Everybody was juice. You can bet your soul. They did the boogie with a steady roll. They mess around. They're doing the mess around.
Take my clothes off one time.
One time's too many.
Who's excited for Beaver Falls?
In this apartment.
I wasn't stripping. I was rending my clothes in anger.
And
There's
then you
a
almost
big difference.
killed the cat.
Where you
I
out on
didn't
Saturday,
kill
Matt?
the cat. I may have traumatized
Nowhere.
the
You're not?
No.
We're going to Kaiju.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Kaiju.
cat. You know what? I'd actually, if I didn't have a show, I would check it out. Just because it's such a different thing.
Well, I didn't realize the $25 for the tickets was for the party, the show, and the food trucks.
Oh, that's all combined?
Yeah, it's the $25.
Do you get
for all
like a
three of
ticket
them.
for the food, or do you have to? Like,
I don't know. Like, I don't know how it works because, like, I don't know what the party is. It before or after the show?
I don't know.
It just says food trucks, party, and show.
I'd be so.
Because like you can get if you do $5.
Because it's
just for
downtown,
the,
right?
It's just for the food
Yeah.
trucks. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
I'd be so
Well, like,
hyped up if I were you
Okay,
guys.
do you consider Kaiju Big Battle Wrestling?
I heard it's a bunch of untrained dudes.
Yeah.
But you can, even if it is, do you
I feel-
consider it wrestling?
No.
I mean,
I consider it performance art.
yeah, because I mean they're doing different than what
but do you-
KSWA is.
But do you know how like it somehow is enough in wrestling's orbit that they've been at WrestleCon, they've been at Mania Weekend,
True.
they've been at
Uh-huh.
they're
I feel like they're
somehow
on
in
the
wrestling's orbit.
yeah,
Right.
I feel like they're on the outside of like the sphere.
I feel like this is a topic for the podcast.
I mean,
Okay, I'm sorry,
I'm on right now.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, it's going.
Conard's always on, bro.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello, internet world.
none of that. I'm not
Hello.
bothering with intros and shit. I'll record that later.
Okay.
Just
say grace.
When did we start?
Grace.
2 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Just in case you're wondering who's in the room, Reaper Matt Conard, the next trending topic, Jack Pollock.
I was covered this in the opening.
Oh, well then fuck it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Leave all this in there though. Perfect.
From the jump, where were we at?
You were talking about Kaiju, whether it's wrestling or not.
No, but I mean, like, okay.
Can we watch a clip of this? I think I've seen.
I've seen it. Yeah, we got.
Like-
you have YouTube on your.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
do you have
You have that YouTube.
Do you have the YouTube?
Did you get it yet?
I have an.
All the kids have it.
All right, douchebag. I have an Xbox. I don't know if it comes automatically on the PlayStation.
Oh, because Xbox is so much better than PS4.
It is. It is way better.
I don't know. I don't have any.
No.
Why do you? Why
do you like
not have
do you like
Mark
Injustice
PS3?
2?
Yeah. Yeah, I've beaten it
Well, okay, that's not a huge accomplishment.
50 times over.
That's
already.
not a huge accomplishment. Like, do you play online?
No.
Of course
I
not,
don't-
because you get
I don't
murked
like-
by 12-year-olds.
I don't like playing video games with other people.
What's the point of having a video
Matt,
game?
Matt and I both have the game, and he doesn't even play with me.
No.
Although
Who's your main?
he comes over to
Uh,
my apartment, and I
Batman.
fucking rifled through.
Of
language!
Of
It's a
course.
PG podcast. I don't.
I actually
listen,
forgot we were recording.
I don't
so.
listen to the
You're
podcast,
a heel now. It doesn't matter.
so I don't know.
Scarecrow's real. I really like Scarecrow. I like him.
I'm a Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing's good too. I like Swamp Thing,
Yeah.
especially to range people out. That's a great.
Right.
Yeah, things and stuff.
So how's
What-
music, Pollock?
Music's awesome, dude. I'm making playlists left and right.
Yeah.
There was a moment last night I was listening to music, and I was just separating every
I'm
instrument.
gonna guess that's a pretty that looks like their front logo. So,
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a logo.
but like I think that was the logo on like the
Yeah.
banner.
Yeah, this is all their shit.
I guess this will be fine.
That works.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
say the best match ever.
Ah, shit.
Oh, Sky Vodka. How about that?
So this podcast is brought to you by Sky Vodka.
No, it's not.
Actually, I had a screwdriver before I came over. So.
Classic
Oh,
LeRusso.
getting started.
Do you have any Parisian vodka in the house today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm actually on is it's this like really clean vodka that it's like been distilled 7 times. It's supposedly organic. I mean, I thought all vodka was organic, but
Where are you getting this?
Hooven bought it for me. So
Oh, Hooven.
Loudon Noxious. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah.
Loudon.
This is Gavin
He's
Loudspeaker.
got a lot of toys on his desk.
That's all the wrestlers.
Oh.
You know,
Like-
I was actually when I was growing up, I was a huge fan of Godzilla. I loved kaiju movies because like, wow, this is fucking awesome. We're 30 seconds in, and I'm like, yes. All right, so it's in a wrestling ring.
Yeah. The first time I heard about these guys is because Hero worked for them.
Yeah.
Now, did Hero work as Hero?
Yeah, as Hero.
So then it's kind of real.
Kind of.
Your food's here, Matt.
Hooray! Hello?
Leave that in.
They forgot
Was that a
They
head
forgot all the
scissor? I
wings.
couldn't tell.
Yeah,
what
it was
that
a head scissors of some sort.
Okay, I'm honestly, I can't tell if it's that. Yeah, actually, the punches just tipped me off. But like in those costumes, how could you work?
I feel like they're not fully trained.
They're not. Let's be honest. Yeah.
Like they're not.
Yikes!
They're not.
Yeah, and how some of these guys aren't dead, like being in those costumes and taking.
Probably
Especially those
because the
bumps. Yeah, like
The
some
costumes
of those
probably
moves.
protecting them more.
But
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
you
they're all
could, with your
fun.
joints, like you get your arm trapped underneath you, like that could be rough.
You get your.
Obviously, the strikes aren't gonna do anyone in, but just like, okay, that guy with the spikes on his back, I wouldn't know where his head was.
That crustacean.
Yes,
I guess.
that's
He's
weird.
got-
He's got claws, dude. Whoa.
Kind of a spine buster.
Oh my god.
Man.
We paid money to go see this, man.
I didn't cringe it.
No, I paid
Guys,
money.
Thank
to
you,
go
Corinne.
see it.
Thanks,
you have
Corinne.
so
I
much
paid
more
money to
fun.
go with you to go see this.
You would have so much more fun seeing this if I was there.
I would.
Because I would make it fun.
You'd be super drunk too.
Hey,
What are the buildings cardboard actually that looks kind of like foam,
Yeah, I think they're like a mixture.
like styrofoam. kind
Yeah.
of.
The production value is fantastic.
Yeah, kick that ref.
Yeah, screw that ref. Yeah, screw that building too. Yeah. Wait, is that a ladder?
It's a ladder, yeah.
Oh.
It's just a coal miner's glove on a pole match.
No, I think it's Judy Bagwell.
Because I'll tell you right
I
now.
hope Judy Bagwell's in that building.
Okay, there is no
She's on the
chance
top
in
floor.
hell I could climb that in that costume. There's no way.
I don't think there's a lot I could do in that costume.
Why does
What is
the
going
human-looking one
on?
have a Nintendo controller on his arm? Is he one of the Super Smash Brothers?
What is going on right now?
Yikes! Oh my god!
He fell off the ladder.
Onto his face.
I hope everyone at home in this audio podcast is enjoying this.
Just tell them which one to watch, dude.
Yeah, watch one
It's
of
a
these.
crab versus a guy with a Nintendo controller on his arm.
Wait.
And a chicken just did a
Oh,
run.
surfboard!
running.
It's surfboard chicken.
Okay, so the original question is like, is this pro wrestling?
Yes.
What do you think?
No.
Conard says no.
This isn't sports entertainment.
Well,
This isn't even sports entertainment. It's just entertainment.
Well, but I mean, like, it's not a huge. Well, like, and I don't want to insult anybody here, but I mean, what's the leap between this and Chikara?
They actually wrestle at Chikara.
I understand that, but the surreal. Okay, if the guys in the suits were amazing workers,
Sure.
would you then call this pro wrestling?
Because they would make whatever this is make sense and not just a bunch of guys picking each other up and down in monster suits. There would be a narrative. There is no narrative here.
Yeah, dude, the chicken's fighting the crab.
The only way this will get
And
any
Nintendo made
more
it look
over
like-
with me
Downright
is if
left,
Peter
right.
Griffin makes a run in on
Yes! I don't know. I mean, like,
Crab Buster!
I remember there was a couple years ago. Maybe I'm misquoting the time period, but there was a time where I saw a speech by Mike Quackenbush where he was going about that.
It's just like that 8-minute speech. You got it like a Philly
Yeah, it was
Comic
like
Con or something.
like that. And he explains it like pro wrestling being a vehicle to tell a sports story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, is what historically pro wrestling is, but he made the argument that pro wrestling could be a lot more than that, and you could tell something that is not a sports-based story, that you could tell something fantastical and ridiculous. I mean, it was certainly well thought out. It was certainly well, he had a point. He had evidence to back it up. But I don't know. To me, pro wrestling has always been, that anchor in reality that was two guys fighting in a arena that was supposed to be a sport.
Modern day gladiator.
Yeah, and that there was. What is he doing? What is he sprinkling on him? Is that kitty litter?
It's chicken food?
Oh, it's chicken feed, so he pecks him to death. Okay.
Doe's loving this right now, by the way.
Is Doe coming to this?
No, he
Saturday?
hates this.
Damn it.
I texted him and
Doe
he told me
threat-
those
Doe
guys
threat-
are
Doe threatened to kill
untrained
me
fucks.
within the last month.
Hmm?
Doe threatened to kill me within the last month.
Go on,
What'd you-
Chris.
what'd you
tell
do?
us now.
I was hit with a cardboard cutout of Bradley Brothers' head,
Oh, yeah.
and I got the
Yep.
message, if you sold that, I'm going to punch you right through your throat.
Yep,
I
that
didn't
was
see that.
I would
hilarious.
have sold it.
I'm pretty sure Chris did sell it.
I mean,
It
it
was
was one of those
amazing.
things as I'm being whipped, I was like, what the hell? Is that Bradley Brothers? Bang! I think if you come at this expecting wrestling, then you came at it with the wrong mindset. You came at it expecting...
I'm not expecting wrestling out of this, but as far as the discussion of is this wrestling? Fuck no, it's not.
I don't hate these guys. I don't like, but I think it's just they're doing their own thing. They're doing something, and whether you call it pro wrestling or not,
I
like,
don't.
Whatever, it draws a crowd. It's like, all right, fine. I never understood, like, when Cornette gets as angry as he gets, I never understood the anger. Like, you can still do pro wrestling. Nobody's telling you can't.
Yeah.
Like, how does this possibly affect your life?
Right.
I've gotten angry before.
But I mean, like,
We've been there. We've seen that.
desks have been destroyed because of that.
Oh, I
Noise
was actually
complaints
talking-
have been filed.
I was gonna say, I was thinking more along LaRusso's apartment. But yeah, the PWX day. that
Oh,
was
when you
funny
stormed
too.
out of your own podcast.
Yeah.
What?
That round table we were trying to have that went to hell.
No, the first round table went really good. It was the second round table where we got in trouble.
We had more people then.
Yeah.
I didn't even use that
The
podcast because
second
it was
one was
awful.
what?
Which
System
one
Elite?
was I too drunk for?
That was the System
This-
Elite, the one that we didn't
The
use.
second
one we
one.
didn't use because you were just
The
sitting
noise
there
complaint.
saying
Because
all
of
sorts of negative shit.
I was all over the board that night.
the,
man.
the,
sure
but the,
were.
But the first one
Is
was
that the one
because
we had Dion at? The second one, or is that the first one?
It was the second one.
Because that was when Dan was there too, right?
But I remember the first one was basically because Marcus was not anti Ric Flair, but he was just like,
Yeah, I don't see the big deal.
I don't see the big deal with
I
Ric
don't
Flair.
get it.
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
And so we watched Flair. We watched Flair and Steamboat, and then because along with my wrestling boots that I ordered, High Spots was nice enough to include a Dragon's Gate USA DVD.
Thank you, highspots.com. We greatly appreciate
Was
it.
Thank
was
you
that
very
the
much.
One where, AR Fox dove off the TV?
Yes, that was the one that you were like, AR Fox just said "fuck life" and dove right out of the camera view. I mean, the first one was interesting because there was like, there was some like meaningful conversation and there was some discussion, and then you got on and just screamed over everyone,
This
and it
was
was
the first one or
unusable.
the second one?
Second one.
I don't think I was at the first one.
No,
No,
weren't.
you weren't.
No, that's why that one aired, and the
Was
second
Terry
one
at that
didn't.
one?
Yes, Terry actually was. Terry was
Hey.
in my goddamn apartment. How
Yeah,
the hell
he
did
was.
that happen?
Hey,
You
man.
invited him.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
That was before he tried to get the colonists to rise up against me.
Hey,
You know.
man.
I remember that just him being like, "And who's with me?"
Crickets.
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 All right, brother. What do you guys think about the Cornette, Vince Russo?
I just listened to the
like
like,
that feud
the-
firing back up.
Russo served him papers.
Is that true? I read that. I don't know if that's true.
I saw a picture of him online. Jim
Yeah.
Cornette says he's going to autograph copies of it and send it out to people who buy them off his website next week.
I love Cornette so
I
much.
fucking like. Well, I gotta tell a quick Cornette story because we were. Was anyone else here on that
No.
nonsense show?
No.
Thank God. Sorry, Rock. I love you, but like that show went off the rails.
Rock, like the Rock?
No, Rock Parsons.
Rock Johnson?
You know,
No, not Rock
Little
Johnson.
Rocky.
Rock, yeah.
Little Rocky.
Adam, Rock. Thank you very much for the opportunity, but
They're
that
not
thing.
listening.
Okay, fair
The
enough.
guy
but-
that trained Mitchell.
Matt just wanted us to come and hang out tonight. He's actually not even recording right now. He's watching.
the point being,
And eating chicken wings.
That's what gets the Reaper off. Porn and chicken wings at the same time.
moving on. That feels like it would sting.
That's why he went with the mouth.
That's what I was gonna say.
good.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
that's why you go with the
That
mouth.
was the real reason.
So it was it was that show in Parkersburg, and it was 105 in the building. It was just brutally hot. The show it was a bad indie show, and Cornette was a part of it.
That was Friday or Saturday?
I want to say it was a Saturday. But anyway, the show ends with a battle royal, and the crowd is already overheated and has just had enough. And there was a lot of really, like, Bill Collier was on the show. A lot of the Shikara guys were on the show, like Mr. Touchdown. He's really good. Who's the baseball guy? Dasher
Hatfield.
Dasher Hatfield, who's like, I didn't realize how good a worker he was until that show. He's really, really good. So there was some really good talent on the show. And then the battle royal just like jumps the curb and like crashes into the orphanage, which then explodes, and then the orphans catch on fire, and it's terrible. And I just remember Cornette storming to his car, like wrestlers trying, Mr. Cornette, pleasure, and he's had enough. He's like, well, we can't have wrestling in this town anymore. This town's fucking dead. And then I remember, I believe, forgive me, Mr. Cornette, if I'm misquoting you. I believe his exact quote was, "You might as well just shit in their mouths," as he was leaving town, as to what that wrestling show did for the fans.
Well, did you?
I did not.
I'm sure Mr. Cornette in the era he came up and knows a thing or two about shitting in people's mouths.
Fair enough.
Glass table, baby, glass table.
But I mean, like, but oof. But I mean, what the Cornette Russo thing?
Uh-huh.
Like, you think it's a work? Do you
It's
think-
all awesome. I don't care if it's a work or if it's real. It's fantastic.
I hope it's real. I hope it's real.
Man, look, but like these two guys,
Bischoff's in on it too. Did you see Table for Three?
I saw Table for Three.
Oh man, so good. And Heyman jumped in it too. Like, it's everywhere right now.
But like this is the thing that makes me kind of go, what the hell?
Thanks
Like,
for censoring yourself.
yeah. Neither one of these guys has worked for a national company in, I want to say 5 years. Is that accurate?
That's probably accurate. Cornette left Ring of Honor when?
Well, around the time that he lost his mind and threatened to kill everybody in the
2012.
it sounds like 12 or 13.
Okay.
I was actually at the show where he lost his mind.
Nice.
Did he say he wanted to shit in anyone's mouth there?
No, but he did threaten to kill some people.
Well,
So,
that happens.
and to be fair, like the reason he lost his mind was because Carino got hurt.
Yeah.
Like he was angry that he wanted to take care of Carino, and the office had already bounced for the night.
Right.
and there's no one there to take care of Carino or pay for the ambulance or pay for the hospital visit, and he had just had enough. But like neither of these guys.
Here's Hero.
Oh shit.
Chris Hero.
Thinner Hero.
Thinner Hero.
Fat Chris Hero is the best Chris Hero, by the way.
We just watched Factors.
We just
before
watched
we got here.
him and Alistair Black from this week.
What jersey was he wearing today?
Bulls.
A lot of red.
Ah.
I was telling him he should have wore the away jersey
The black. With the red lettering.
with the red, because it's a little.
That's a good jersey.
Because he had the red sleeve, the red everything. It was
Everything
so much
was red.
When I was
and with him being fat here.
Way too Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
Way
okay.
too Kool-Aid.
when I was growing up, the black away jersey was like the cool thing to have.
The
as
best
you
part
went
is
to
we were
school.
talking about it, and Conard actually brought it up and looks at me and goes, "That was our away jerseys, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I don't even like sports." And I was like, "The Bulls."
How do
were
I
a big
know
deal
that?
Back in, like,
But
the
no,
90s.
but like when we were all
the Bulls transcended.
yeah.
when we were kids, like
Bulls.
fuck the
everyone was a
Bulls.
Bulls fan.
I
But
was
no,
not
but
a Bulls
but at least
fan.
one, but at least
That's
one
how you
kid
know
in your
it.
class was.
Oh yeah, he was an asshole.
Yeah, but he wore the jersey all the
I
time.
had
Fuck
a
the
Bulls hat.
Bulls.
Sky Warren, what a prick he was.
That was a real name.
That was real.
Did you say Sky Warren?
Yeah. I'll call him out. I don't give
That's
a
good.
fuck.
That's a good indie name.
It is actually.
Sky Warren.
Debuting next week on NXT. Sky Warren.
Peyton, what do you think? What do you think of the Cornette?
I saw something today about. I think it
Why
was
is it Scott?
Cornette.
That's the
saying
NBA on
Pritchard was
NBC
on
song.
Bulls. Like,
It
I'm
sounds
sorry.
like
Wait.
the ska
Hold on.
version.
Say that again because I want to hear that. So.
I think it was Cornette. It was on WrestleZone. I was reading it today. Pritchard came out and was bitching about like Cornette saying that he was on pills all the time. Like,
Nah, Russo or something.
was
like
it
that.
Russo?
I think I don't know. I get all my stuff via YouTube, and I didn't click on that link yet.
I don't know. The whole thing with like, it just to me is like, what are we? Why are you at this point in your lives, at this point in your careers, when both of you were at such what?
He just put a building on the dude's face and just started stomping. Like,
Hard to have a meaningful, but like, at this point in these guys' careers, why, when they both have so much knowledge, so much insight into the hottest periods, the Attitude Era and the in the early '80s, why is that energy, instead of being like, this is how we made shit tons of money in professional wrestling, but instead of taking that knowledge and using it for any good, we're just gonna shit on each other as much as humanly possible on the internet?
Because he's fun.
Is it?
I mean, to them,
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
I mean, are you keeping up with it all?
I saw Russo's apology,
and then,
which, by the way, amazing for Russo to swerve. You know,
and then Cornette's
Cornette's
conceded
response,
defeat, which was even better.
but like it's just the bitterness of it all. It's like, all right, if it's a work, fine, but if it's not a work, this is like, god damn it, guys, what are you doing?
I still want to believe. It's real to me, damn it.
It's real to me, damn it.
And Chris, you've been teaching guys a lot lately. How are your students coming along? How are you finding teaching?
I'm enjoying. Yeah, I'll tell you what. There was somebody told me this, and it really is the truth. To teach is to learn twice, and I think probably one of the most beneficial things for my career has been the opportunity to teach and to relearn things. It's also one of the things that I thought would be embarrassing, but also has been remarkably helpful, is when somebody like, hey, I'd like to learn this, and I realized, holy crap, I don't know how to do that move. I was incredibly lucky with my first group of students. It was,
He was lucky. I heard that about him.
oh yeah. But I mean, like they really were the best students I could have ever hoped for.
They were the best first class of students Chris has ever had for a first class of students, by far.
No, absolutely. I'm very proud of what everybody's actually been doing, and that there was. I had heard a lot of good feedback from the Proving Ground where they all debuted, and they're all still, whether it's at Black Diamond or at Mega or at IWC, they're all, you know, striving to get more work and striving to keep going, and I'm incredibly proud of all of them. You know, it's their success. I just happened to be there. They were the ones who put in the hard work. They were the ones who put in the time and the effort and the hours on the road and all that. So
enough of that humble bullshit.
Yeah, Chris, who's your favorite? Who do you
It's
hate?
all about you.
Well,
Don't
yeah.
you have a T-shirt that says that? You're
did.
welcome, first class of students. Who taught you?
Ring of Honor superstar Chris LeRusso.
Who's that? Oh yeah.
Me. Hashtag Chris LeRusso.
Who are you the most proud of? Who are you ashamed of? Who have you made sexual advances towards? Tell me
I have
these
not
things.
made sexual advances towards any of my
Hey,
students.
It's Billy, isn't it?
You know what?
It's Billy.
Oh God.
He's not real. He's not a real person.
He's not real, so it doesn't count.
Jack, you keep saying this. He's a real person.
I've never seen him.
He's a real person.
I'm actually I'm proud of them all in different ways because they all grew. They all had weaknesses that they deliberately worked on, and the progress that they've all made. I mean, there was a point where Dan Hooven couldn't do a front roll without almost crippling himself, and now, you know, the matches he's having, I'm very impressed with. He's very entertaining. And I've really enjoyed teaching too. It's been one of the things that I was very nervous when I first, because this is something, and I think.
Man, I'm so hungry. Let's get some food. Wings, maybe?
Thank you, brother.
Well, I figured you.
Oh,
I
two.
was
All right,
saving the trip,
save a
dude.
trip. Fair enough. But I mean, like, we've all had somebody who trained you. Who the hell is that? And I was really nervous that, like, am I in a position where I should be training people? And I guess time will tell whether or not that was a smart decision or not. But fuck you! I'm sitting right here.
Oh, hey, dude, when'd you get here?
For what it's worth, I've really enjoyed the process, and I got to give a huge thank you to Andrew Palace, because without Andrew, oh yeah, you're feuding with him, aren't you?
Hiss.
Oh, boy.
But without Andrew
Ugh.
Palace, there's
I
no
want
way.
to throw up the food that I haven't
Go,
eaten yet.
go ahead. Without Andrew Palace, I couldn't have done the first class. It would not have been possible.
We are so good at podcasting.
Jack Pollock, your first year in IWC. How do you say that's been going?
Oh, what a trip, guys. Well, obviously houses are up.
How's their way up? By the way,
Across the board.
When you arrived, let's talk about things that have happened since Jack Pollock arrived at IWC. We have seen Chris Jericho, the Hardy Boys, and Adam Cole all make appearances at IWC
After
Jack
Pollock shows
after
up.
Jack Pollock shows up. The stars just flock.
Adam Cole's like, well, fuck every other company. Jack Pollock's at IWC.
Ring of Honor, New Japan, screw it. We
The
gotta
the Hardy Boys are like, I don't know, delete every company's phone number except IWC's. I'll answer them. I don't know what they do these days. These kids out there.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Jericho was like, oh, I got a list and I want to be on the show with Jack Pollock. And I go, Jericho, whatever, man. If you're listening, Chris, hey. No, anyway, it's been really cool. Working in front of 2,000 people against Ryback.
That was, I gotta put you over for that. That was such a fun match. That was easily, because it was the main event of Night of Superstars, and by main event time, I was able to sneak out and actually get in the crowd to watch it, and that was such a fun match.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
We tried. We tried to entertain. We tried to win.
May I ask, what was R.C. Dupree's emotional state like during the day when he realized that he was going to main event Night of Superstars?
RC, I love you, you crazy eccentric son of a bitch. I can remember backstage. There was with the a big show like that, a lot of things go wrong. A lot of people are there. They want autographs from the big names, all that sort of stuff.
Absolutely.
So the autograph signing for the names went
way too long. And I love Night of Superstars, but they got to do something.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Way too long. And originally, without giving away too much, you and McChesney were scheduled to be the main event.
That was originally the main event.
With Steamboat as a guest referee, and it's the Super Indie title, it's a big deal, it's a big match. And just because of time and all that sort of stuff.
And thank you very much, but by the way, for the fans who came out, all those fans, thank you so much. That was incredible.
For fuck's sake, Chris, just stop sucking up to everybody. Jack, keep talking.
#heel. Anywho, so we're halfway through the show, and someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, your guys' match got bumped from 7, which would have been semi main event, to 9, which is the main event." I go, "Cool. That gives us a little bit more time just to get everything prepared."
The voice of experience.
Yeah, awesome. Jackson Argos just goes like, "Cool, I'm Jackson Argos. I'll make funny faces." We have a moment, boy to boy, and I go, "Oh, this is going to be fun." He goes, "What do you think RC is going to say when we tell him we're the main event now?" And RC Dupree is a huge fan of IWC, has been to all but I believe one Night of Superstars, sat in the crowd last year.
He was in the crowd last year.
In the crowd
Holy
last
shit.
year to see Scott Hall. Like, that's why he went to that show. And then we go, "Hey, dude, just so you know, we got a little bit more time to figure everything out. We're now main event." And he's like, "Yeah, cool. Really?" And then, tan RC Dupree's face turns completely ghost white. And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, seriously.
Tan RC Dupree.
We are the main event for Night of Superstars." And he's like, "Seriously." And then he goes over to Argus, and he goes, "Are you guys ribbing me?" And he's like, "No, dude, we're the main event." And eventually, for some reason, we all took caffeine pills before the match.
That's a good idea.
Well, if I could preface Night of Superstars with, we had a show in Wheeling the night before.
Oh my God, that's right.
We
I
had
completely forgot
high
about that.
stakes
Yeah.
at Wheeling Island Casino. Thank you, Wheeling Island Casino.
That
Can't
was
wait to be
so
back.
much fun. We're back in October, by the way.
Back in October. Be there, be a square. But anywho, so after the show, like boys will be boys, we went out and we had a good time. We were out too late. We partied too late. We were up too early. Had to get that free breakfast buffet at the casino.
We paid tribute to the great wrestlers who came before us and lived that lifestyle 24/7.
Yeah, we tried. We gave it our all, and then we had to drive 2.5 hours to get to Meadville.
Remember, we had to be there early because it was the Ricky Steamboat.
Mhm.
Ricky Steamboat seminar.
I didn't stop for coffee. It was just RC and I in the car. So we were all tired. I bought something that they called coffee at the concession stand. It didn't taste like it, and it definitely didn't smell like coffee.
Coffee flavored water.
So I threw it away. So then we all decided, hey guys, let's take caffeine pills before this match, because that's what a good worker would do.
Absolutely. Well, it would have been Coke in the 80s. But
Yeah, but it's the 2017s right now, Chris, and we take caffeine pills.
All right.
And then RC Dupree has this moment where he starts fanning his face off with both of his hands. I'm going to pantomime it to everyone that's here, but not out there. He went like this, guys. And then asked, "How do you do a suplex? Which one?" and I looked at him, I was like, "It's the left one, dude. It's always been the left one." And he was going through these moments of butterflies and all this sort of stuff, and it's like, "It's gonna be all right, man. Just remember what you gotta remember. Do what you gotta do, and I'll be there." I've never worked in front of a crowd that big before, but I was like, "Oh, I got it. Don't worry."
Funny side story is he comes up to me after the McChesney match, and I can tell something's amiss, and he goes like, "How do you stop your heart from beating so fast?"
Don't take caffeine pills.
And I told him, I was like, "Didn't you go to Calgary for an entire summer to learn this? This is why you went to Calgary. This is why you went to the Lance Storm School, for this moment. This is why you spent all that time and that effort and you traveled that far so that you would be ready when this opportunity approached. And he had this look in his eyes like, and he pulled it together by match time.
Somehow, some way. Best part of the match, Argos tags out. Tags in RC. I mean, it's RC going in for Ryback. And RC runs at him for a shoulder tackle. And I just hear Ryback with his guttural voice going, "Wrong side!" As RC ran in to the wrong side. And I just go like, well, he didn't figure out the suplex yet. So he didn't figure out a shoulder tackle. But somehow, some way, he definitely managed it. It was awesome. So anyway, what was the question? How's my first year been?
Yeah.
Great. Amazing so far. I've loved every second of it. And I hope for another amazing year. I don't know. Justin Plummer, if you're listening, you're not listening.
He's not. It's got my name on it. He won't listen.
Reaper, you that same show, you and Gory were working with the Hardy Boys.
Well, with is a
Oh,
relative
don't be humble.
They
Like,
were there for a second.
a week after WrestleMania, and you got to be in the same ring as the Hardy Boys. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, it didn't get me regular booking, but it was fine.
Hey-oh!
Got you a lot of followers, though.
Yeah, my Twitter blew up. No, it was fun. That was a cool moment. It was a cool moment. The fans didn't reject us for not being the Hardys, so that was a positive.
I'm glad Matt didn't remember you for the 15th time I mean.
Yeah. For some reason,
Like a week before.
Matt
too.
didn't remember me, but Jeff acted like I knew him for years. I don't understand it.
Jeff. Yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Oh, there it is. I'll tell you what, for everyone who goes like, oh, they didn't get to wrestle, the fact that the Hardys even showed up at Night of Superstars is a small miracle, because the Fed, I don't know one's going to listen to this, we'll tell the story right now.
Yeah.
The Fed pulled them on Wednesday, and Vince said, absolutely not, you're not doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a very real possibility that we would have gone into Night of Superstars and the Hardys would have been canceled.
They just wouldn't have been there
They just
at all.
wouldn't have been there at all.
Yeah.
And the person who really deserves all the credit is Mrs. Jenny Plummer. For she was the one who was in contact with the WWE, with Matt Hardy, and who apparently made the deal to at least get them to the show. And if it wasn't for her, there was a possibility that Night of Superstars could have been canceled. They wouldn't have not just pulled the Hardys. They might have pulled the plug on the entire show, because there just would have been no way to deliver a show that the fans would have accepted for the number of pre-sales we would have done.
Well, I was on the show.
Well, yeah, there's that. But if you remember, like, at that period of time, the Hardys had gone from being the TNA Tag Team Champions to the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions to them being a very real possibility that they could have done WrestleMania, and it was just the stars aligned that they were able to do Night of Superstars. That was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
That was absolutely incredible.
Yeah. That was a fun night.
Hell of a night.
Yeah.
Really, and that whole weekend because Wheeling was fun too. For those of us who are alcoholics, and the most alcohol I've drunk in a short period of time, because I stuck with the ring crew to tear down. So by the time it was time to drink, I was like, well, I got to catch up.
I walked into the casino with Gory with a case of beer, and everyone just looked up at us like, oh, the party's getting ready to start.
The party's getting ready to start.
All the while, there's many bars in the casino.
But no, they wanted to go where you were at.
Well, I am the life of the party, guys. That's
shit.
why we're all drinking here.
Cheers.
Chingy.
Hey, shut up, Payton.
What?
If you're posting on social media, I'm going to kick you in the throat.
I'm tagging you in it.
Peyton, you ran a show recently. How stressful was that?
Yeah, how was running a show?
That sucked.
Yeah?
I want to do it again. I don't want to do it regularly, but once a year is not bad.
Running a show must be what heroin's like.
Well, you realize it's destroying your life, but you can't stop?
Always chasing that dragon, brother.
Never stop chasing the dragon.
You'll never catch the dragon, Payton.
I can't imagine,
Can
like...
you add the dragon, like, saying, catch me? Catch me as a sound effect into this?
For you, buddy, I'll do that.
Post-production?
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen, but, like, I'm going to assume you did it.
Okay.
I can't imagine, like... Because performing on a show is hard enough. Can you imagine dealing with wrestlers and putting on a show? Because wrestlers are assholes.
I mean,
and like
there was only a few people that I had to deal with that were.
Only a few, and that was one show.
If I'm being really technical, there was only 2 people that were really difficult. Well,
Probably me.
3 people
I
that
kept
were
on
really
being
difficult.
like, why are you putting my match here?
No, there was 3. Well, you were just helping me put the card together. There was 3 people that were difficult. One of them didn't even do my show after he gave another friend of ours
Buddy,
a
what's
lot
matter?
of grief
What's the matter
about.
with your hand?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nervous twitch.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
what's
Yeah,
wrong with
it's
that
a
finger of yours?
Nervous twitch. I don't.
That's
Why are
weird.
you pointing at Chris LeRusso?
Oh, I don't know.
Over and over
I don't
and
know.
over and over.
Why are
and
you
over.
pointing at Ring of Honor superstar Chris LeRusso?
I don't know.
Hashtag top prospect.
Yeah, after somebody gave another friend of ours much grief about giving me the brother rate on the show, and then bailed. That was a big
fact.
pain in the ass.
That's a fact, Jack.
That was a big pain in the ass.
And I'm Jack.
But other than that, the show was actually pretty good. Everyone was pretty chill about it, and everyone had fun. That's what I cared about.
It's one of the more positive experiences I've had in my career.
Yeah, and the cool thing was, like, a lot of people that didn't normally get to work together got to, and not just in the ring.
Was that Andrew Palace and Chris Taylor? Did that?
No, that
No.
was Connor's Cure.
Connor's Cure, okay.
No, well, it wasn't just work, like, in the ring either. That was, you know, like, I think that was the first time Plummer and Brandon Kay talked. That was pretty cool. Everyone had fun. You got to work Lee Moriarty.
Yeah, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I love Lee. He's gonna make more money than all of us.
Pollock and Ethan had a really solid match.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it was okay.
I was
Keep
really
my
upset.
drunken ego in check.
I was really upset that Jackson Argos went and bailed on my show, and then pouted that he didn't get to work System Elite. I mean, that was a thing. He was one of the difficult ones.
You hear that, Jackson? You go fuck yourself.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
Like,
That was.
I hope it sounds even creepier when it eventually gets listened to.
It probably.
I haven't listened to any of your
I
podcasts.
have
I
not.
don't expect any of you to. This is for me.
Oh, okay.
I do. I listen to them
You
myself.
listen to
Just
yourself.
a ploy to get us to come hang out. He was lonely.
Fair enough. We're here.
All I want to do is listen to music.
Did Team Storm and System Elite ever wrestle yet?
Nope.
No.
I really want to see that match.
I tried, man.
Get a show going, Chris.
Fuck.
You get that Jack Pollock
Can
Memorial
I tell-
show
look-
going. I want that match.
Can I say this? I will never run a professional wrestling
Chris,
show.
no one's listening.
All right. Well,
Not
fair.
even the guys in the room.
All right. I will never run a show because I couldn't like. There's no way I could enjoy myself. There's no way I could have fun. There's no way that I would be able
What
to.
if you had a metal rod in your pee hole
Not at all.
while the show was going on?
Not really. That wouldn't help. That would hurt. That would
That's
hurt a lot.
sounding fun. Wordplay.
Bravo. But no, I mean, like running a
stuff
show has
happens.
got to be the most thankless job on the planet Earth because fucking wrestlers are prima donnas. Everybody's upset unless they're the heavyweight champion and being currently blown. And
I was very upset at that show.
which
I was
show?
at Payton Graham show.
Because you weren't being blown,
and
or
I
you
was-
weren't heavyweight champion.
I was not the heavyweight champion of the Payton Graham Memorial Benefit
He was
show.
no, but you defended the only title on the show.
the
Yeah.
Riot.
I
Riot
didn't get any
Championship.
blowies,
and
and
he retained it.
I didn't get any blowies, and I wasn't the heavyweight champion of Benefit Brawl.
ProWrestlingTees.com/Matt Conard. Buy a shirt. Or don't buy a shirt. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It won't save you from the dark oblivion you're slowly slipping into. ProWrestlingTees.com/Matt Conard. Go buy a shirt now. Or don't. I don't care.
Can I ask you this, Reaper?
Sure.
How uncomfortable is it for a straight edge man to buy?
We were talking about this before you got here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be more natural for you to have the severed head of a clown in your refrigerator than it would be a case of beer.
It's like the best comparison I can think of, just because I don't do these well, is dropping a biker into the Gap. What am I looking for? What is this?
Well, they sell a lot of jeans. Bikers wear jeans.
Yeah, not the same.
Not the same.
Okay, so a
What are you
better
saying?
comparison
I'm
might
a-
be it would be like
I
Jack
have
Pollock
a
buying
bike
condoms.
and I wear. Hey, I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
I
It
said
would-
a better comparison might be Jack Pollock buying condoms.
You love unprotected sex. Like, love
There it is.
unprotected sex.
There it is.
Nah.
You've had enough of it.
I gotta go get more beer.
The fact I made him blush.
Through that beard, nonetheless.
Beer? Anyone beer?
I'll take another.
Anything to move things along? Anybody? Anyone? I really think that's his worst fear in the world, is to have an illegitimate child running around somewhere.
It is his worst nightmare. Do you remember? Screw it, he's out of the room. We'll say it. Do you remember the night on his stoop where it was just the three of us going like, "There's no way you're not a father. There is not a chance in the world that you aren't." Thank you for the beer.
Looking good in this fucking mirror. That
Yes, you
guy.
do.
Is there
But do you? I mean, obviously you were there. You remember the night
I wasn't. Where?
that
What happened?
the night that we all gathered around and was like, "There's no chance that you're not a father."
No, man. I remember watching the Penguin playoff game against the Tampa Bay Lightning that night. It was a great game. The
Yes.
Pens won.
Yes, they did.
Let's go Pens.
Yes.
Back to back, huh? Great.
How about
go
that?
team.
But he is not a father.
That he knows
that
of.
he knows of?
I like the both of you made the same joke.
Oh no.
He's hyperventilating.
He's
into
he's
his beer.
hyperventilating into his can.
He needs several shots of Jameson.
We'll get this man a fireball stat.
Do you have whiskey here?
I do not.
What kind of straight edge household are you living in?
You're lucky you got beer.
You're lucky you got beer.
How many times have you been like sure as anything that you impregnated someone?
How many?
Like it's got to be more. It's got to be more than twice. Hi, Corey.
It's beer. It's always brewed using the choicest hops.
I like this. This was one of the other funny things about that whole experience. The fact that like he thought us talking about it somehow made it more possible. He's like, guys, don't say anything. It'll be real if you say it. Like if we talked about it less, you would get out of trouble somehow.
Guys, the more you mention it, the bigger the embryo grows.
It was like the opposite of like when a fairy dies, you have to clap your hands or revive it.
Like, don't say anything.
The more you talk about it, the bigger the baby.
You gotta
grows.
believe.
Come on.
You guys sure you like Funko Pops here.
All right. He clearly doesn't want
Alright,
to talk
well,
about this. Move on.
We'll powder on the potential baby.
Can we take all that out of the
I
podcast?
will
I'm putting that in the beginning.
I will say, it's kind of weird to me now that I'm realizing it, that whenever there's a monumental problem in one of our lives, we seem to wind up at Jack Pollock's stoop.
Stoops. The stoop brings us all together.
It really, it does seem that
unites the world.
I won't say the stoop, but I'll say that strip on Liberty. Like whenever shit,
That's good brother alley right
yes,
there.
when shit gets fucked, we somehow end up on a bar, on that, whether it's Pleasure Bar or Caliente or
Duke
Lot
Davis
17.
flies in to take care of my drunk ass.
God bless Duke Davis, because
Yeah,
none of us
but I
were gonna
didn't
drive
care.
their ass
I
at that.
said-
point.
I know you
Fuck.
didn't care.
I said, fuck it.
You did the
Get
damage.
more beer for him.
The funniest part.
Mark Man finally told me, like, Pollock was texting me going, like, dude, you gotta get here. Payton's fucked up.
The funniest thing about that entire night, forgive me,
No, go ahead.
was that the minute that real emotion began to be shown, you're like, "Hey, who wants another shot of Jameson? Please, let's shove down the real emotion as soon as
Are you
humanly
talking about him?
possible." What?
Talking about him?
No, I'm talking about you. Well, yeah, him buying it.
That's how I deal with it.
That's how he deals with it.
I'm great at dealing with bullshit.
After I got a
But like
flip phone-
we when we started to have like real meaningful deep discussions about like trust, love, commitment, and as soon as those words started getting mentioned, you bought another round.
Yeah,
yeah, he did.
because that's what a good brother does.
Absolutely.
The only time I've seen him itchier than that moment is just a couple seconds ago when we were talking about babies.
I'm just not ready to be a father.
No shit.
Like, you have to explain that to me, buddy.
I'm just loving life and living it right now.
Your worst nightmare is gonna be like a full grown 7-year-old is like, hey, this is your son, and then like,
What's up, Dad?
and you can't even deny it that he's having a fucking asthma attack.
The kid shows up in a Shawn Michaels t-shirt and a Bud Light cowboy hat.
He shows up in an awesome vintage wrestling shirt that I used to have that I don't have anymore because I gave it to Goodwill.
Yeah.
Because an ex-girlfriend said I had too many wrestling t-shirts and to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got a Spuds McKenzie hat on.
And you can't deny it at that point.
And I'm going to be like, wow, that kid's fucking cool.
And he just rolls up on a bike.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And he's
you-
listening to some Stephen Malcolmus. That's for you, Mark, man. Our friends are so lame, dude.
And,
You guys fucking listen to our music already.
And
Shit.
this kid.
What does Stephen Malcolmus even sound like?
The theme song from Pardon Your Interruption.
Okay.
That's Pavement, but it's Stephen Malcolmus.
All right. I hear you.
Would this kid?
This kid doesn't exist.
Would this kid?
This
also
kid's dead
show
to
up
me.
With, would he have a basket in the front of his bike with several narcotics in it?
What are you reaching for here, Payton? What are you
Is
trying to get
Is
right
this
now?
kid a bad egg?
Is this an
Look,
intervention?
Is this kid a bad egg?
Look, guys, this kid's not real.
Wink.
At all.
Wink, wink,
There's not a kid out there.
wink, wink.
Guys, am I in an intervention?
No.
Did you buy beer for my intervention?
Yeah,
Buddy,
this is a failed intervention.
The
if we
whole,
got beer.
the whole reason I brought you here was to let you in on the fact that you have a kid. And here he is now!
That would have been so cool if someone would have walked downstairs. If Corey would have been walking downstairs, I'd be like, holy shit.
You would have jumped through the window.
Although Mark Man and I did lose you at a Dress to Kill concert in Wheeling, West Virginia, one time for several minutes.
A couple of Ritas and a Kiss cover band, and goddamn do I have a good time.
Let me ask you a question. When we were at Wheeling for the casino show, what alcohol did you bring to the party?
Personally?
Yeah, personally.
Moonshine.
Moonshine?
Moonshine and beer.
Okay.
And drugs.
Okay. Okay. No. Oh, hey.
Very broad statement.
Let's tell this story since we got the microphone
Is this
on.
the Keith Hot thing?
No, this
Wait.
Keith Hot fucking.
There's so many Keith Hot things.
The Ricky Steamboat story. Let's save that for.
Hashtag
Do
Steamboat
you not
Shine.
know the Keith
I
Hot
don't
Steamboat?
know that.
Ooh,
Tell us. Oh no,
Please tell
you
us.
were in the ring for this, so you
Wait,
go ahead,
no,
Paul.
you know this.
What?
So
Fuck your shine, Steamboat.
The spot with you. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell the story. Tell the story.
So Ricky Steamboat's flight's delayed. He's supposed to be
Way delayed.
way delayed, like 6 hours delayed. And he's supposed to be the special guest referee for Team Storm versus what's Remy and Keith's tag?
Remy and Keith.
Yeah, Remy and Keith. So he's supposed to be the guest
Get a
referee.
team name, douchebag.
The bodies.
Yeah. You'll never have
Them
action
guys.
figures without a
Them
team
guys.
name, guys. Anyway,
Okay.
so he's supposed to be the guest referee. He's not there. And this whole night's going on. The matches move back further and further and further. Until
It becomes the
eventually-
main event.
Yeah. Until eventually it's like,
See what
well,
happened with Paul.
well, if he shows up, this is going to happen.
Plan A,
If he doesn't show up, like in life, always have plan B.
Plan B.
We're well aware of that, Pollock.
And so eventually Ricky shows up and he's like telling me the tale of his flight situation. I'm just like, wow, dude, that's really cool. You're fucking Ricky Steamboat. Alright? Like, I'm trying not to freak out right now while you're telling me your flight was delayed.
Bravo to Calvin Couture, by the way, for getting him there.
Yeah, way to go, CC. But I'm like, wow, Ricky Steamboat's telling me about his flight. Like, you know, him and Macho Man in front of 93,172 fans.
Bravo on getting the number.
He knows numbers.
Always, dude. You know, Chi-Town Rumble with Flair. What are you doing? I'm telling a story.
Sorry. I've heard it.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
keep going.
So then he goes. So here's what's gonna happen. When you run out, this happens. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do my patented Ricky Steamboat comeback. My Steamboat Shine. Chop, chop, chop. Whip you. Double chop. You get out of the ring.
Everyone who has ever seen a Ricky Steamboat match ever knows this.
Everyone besides Keith.
Go on.
So I come out and I go, fuck you, Remy LeVay. Fuck you, Keith Hart. Here comes Ricky Steamboat. The crowd
goes ballistic.
Yeah, they go insane. That's Ricky fucking Steamboat right there.
One of the greatest of all time.
And I look at Steamboat and I go, hey. I'm sorry, make it flight. And he goes, chop, 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 whips me off, and then throws me towards Keith Hart. And Keith Hart, for some reason, thinking about the end of the match, goes, well, super kick.
I'm not getting enough of my shit in.
Yeah, fuck you, Steamboat. This is the town Keith Hart was born in. We found that out earlier in the evening. Keith Hart was born in Wheeling.
Kicks you and then goes back to selling.
Super kicks me in the gut.
And then, I love your reaction as you're like you're off the ropes, take this kick, and your reaction is literally, what the fuck are you doing?
He kicks me in the gut, decides, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that, falls back down because he's been beat up the entire time. Ricky grabs me and goes, screw it, just go the other way. Throws me to the other side, double chops me, and I get the F out of the ring. Ricky, if you're listening, thanks, brother.
Thank you, Ricky Steamboat.
Keith, if you're listening, fuck you.
What the fuck are you doing, Keith?
I'm sorry, buddy.
You
I
ruined
don't
a great
know.
moment in
Here's
my
the
life.
thing. Keith could, if Keith lives to be 100 years old,
You might.
we're gonna tell that story over and over. You hashtag Steamboat Shine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That shit's trending right now. Hashtag Steamboat Shine.
Nah, come on, buddy. I didn't know.
All I'm saying is Keith Hart
No.
needs a t-shirt right now, and I've actually already designed it for him. That on the front, it just says, I cut off Steamboat Shine. That's just straight up the I broke Wahoo's leg.
It's just like and I love Keith, I do, but like, what the fuck were you thinking?
He
I
was
don't know,
thinking
buddy.
super kick, and
Super
I
kick.
realized he shouldn't have been thinking that at that moment.
Oh my god.
He really likes super kicks.
Chris, did you have another story before I brought that up?
Yeah, we were going somewhere about wheeling
Yeah.
and drinking and drugs and...
Because you guys followed
Fuck,
what we
I
brought
c-
to the party.
No, hold on. What was the other story I was gonna tell?
I was gonna say there was something else, and then I forgot about this Keith Hart thing.
Yeah.
Things and stuff happen in Wheeling that we'll never forget.
Oh my
We'll
god.
cherish it
I'm
forever.
sorry, guys. I completely forgot what story we were gonna tell.
Classic LeRusso. Some classic LeRusso stories. Oh, guys, I'm sorry, I forgot. I've been drinking.
I've been drinking.
Or, hey guys, I'm sorry. It's up to the host 100%. I don't have any money. I'm a lawyer.
I didn't eat a goddamn one of your wings. Fuck you.
I make that LeRusso money. Me pantomiming, making it rain out there, internet fans. Oh, let me throw on my aviators because I'm the heir apparent. But I don't have any money, guys.
How about we talk about this real quick?
Sure. No.
All right, no. Who do you think in the area who's like on their way up,
Mhm.
like young talents? Who do you think is about to explode and really make an impact? Probably in the next year.
Lee.
I mean, like Lee was the first one who jumped off the
Easily
page. to
Lee.
me.
Like-
Lee Moriarty is so talented. I mean, I've never seen anyone pick it up that fast, and I don't just mean the execution of moves, but he has
He's smart.
He's smart. He
Yeah.
has a concept of who he is. He has, he looks like $1 million.
He genuinely does study tape too. Like he watches everything.
And he's such a good dude too.
Yeah.
Like, normally if somebody had that much talent, you'd be like, this guy's got to be a douchebag. But he's the nicest guy in the world.
I think that's why Michael clung to him so much. I think he reminds him of Michael a lot.
Yeah. He's already been to Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't sleep. I don't want to sound like I'm cheering for the home team here. Don't sleep on RC Dupree.
No, I wouldn't either.
Don't sleep on the kid who cuts promos right now. His promos are better than anything going on that I'm seeing online.
I agree.
And he's a true fan and loves this. And
He's
once
a student of the game, yeah.
And once he finally gets comfortable in himself and what he's doing and gets more reps, get ready.
That's really what all RC needs right now is reps.
Yeah.
He needs to
He-
keep
he-
getting ring time in.
He's been very limited because he's been such a part of Team Storm, and he's stayed very close to the IWC orbit. But I think what he needs is to branch out, and either him by himself or him and Garbs.
I was gonna say Garbs has been going out a lot.
OCW. Well, they came with us. Oh, I remember the story I want to tell.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
This
There-
is Monster Factory.
there
Yeah,
it
it is the Monster Factory story.
There it is.
Oh, bro, thank you very much.
What if they're listening?
What if who's listening?
You know, people,
Danny.
things, stuff.
Danny Cage.
Danny Cage, I love you, Danny Cage. How
One
you
Danny
doing? Thank you
Cage.
very much for the opportunities.
I really appreciate it, Danny. Actually, I love Monster.
Oh, Money in the Miles, that was a fun fucking
I've had
match.
a blast every time.
Thanks
I've
to
been
Marcus
there,
Mann, Danny loves this podcast now.
Bravo.
Really?
Um,
Oh shit!
So we
This
were-
isn't going on online, is it?
No, buddy, don't worry. This is just for me.
Okay. So we went down to the Monster. Jesus Christ, was this about like 6 months ago?
This was in.
It was in the winter. I know that because the pool was closed.
It's
No,
after
this
the New
is
Year.
the second time we went down. We're talking about the time, the RC Dupree time.
Was it the first time or second time? No, it was the first time.
Are we talking about the hotel?
Yes.
Ow. Oh.
Okay.
Wait, what's the second?
So so the car is
It involves a baby, you don't want to.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it involved a baby.
So that was even creepier. So the car was myself, Jack Pollock, Iron City Icons,
Representing for
Marcus Mann, and Team Storm. And this was part of the Monster Factory Cup Tag Team Tournament. Which, by the way, there were some
really solid, good team.
yeah, there was a lot of
When you
really
guys worked the
good.
Graysons?
Worked a great. That was one of my favorite tag team matches I've ever worked in my entire life. Working with the Graysons are really good, and if like anybody listening, the 5 people who listen to this podcast, book the Graysons. They're fantastic. What?
What?
You're looking at me.
I'm listening.
Okay, so the first time we went down, we went down with Team Storm, and thank you very much, Jackson Argos, because we got a hotel room that night.
Oh, it was great.
All right, so we got fuck yeah, we got to go to the Philly Diner, get a couple 6-packs, a little bit of moonshine. We get a hotel room close to. Was it New Jersey or in Pennsylvania? I don't know.
We were in PA at that point.
Okay. But it was still a hotel room that we got to spend the night, have some fun, and then we could make the drive back the next day and Sunday.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. So we go to the Philly Diner. Philly Diner is really, that was some good fucking food.
Delicious. Philly Diner, if you're listening, I'm looking for an endorsement right now. I enjoyed your quesadilla and whatever else I ate.
I really enjoyed their breakfast. Steak and eggs. So everyone,
Hashtag steak and eggs.
we get to the Philly Diner, and for some reason, RC Dupree orders a gyro and coleslaw. That's very important for what
That's
ends up.
very eccentric.
Yes, for what happens later. So we then decide, well, we've had some food, we gotta get some beer, and we're gonna watch Royal Rumbles all night because that's what pro wrestlers do in fucking 2017. So we get a couple Bud Lights, and they get some Smirnoff Ice. So keep this in mind: it's coleslaw, Smirnoff Ice, and moonshine that you decided to bring along for the trip.
And RC Dupree, being, for the sake of it, the young boy of the group, of all of us, while I'm passing along the jar of shine to everyone, rather than just taking little tugs, a little sip, He's taking full gulps.
Bravo.
Yeah, well, man up.
That night, if I would have taken a picture, I would have career-ending footage.
Oh, I got a photo on my phone.
Oh, you do? Okay, there you go. Of RC and Argos. It gets to be about, I don't know, 3 in the morning. I've had enough. I'm going to bed. RC crashes into the bed the wrong direction. So he's, instead of like head where the pillows are, he's like crosswise. And then he decides he's had enough and he's going to be sick. Because he's decided to throw Smirnoff, coleslaw, and moonshine all into the same stomach. And he sits up like the Undertaker and makes a bolt for the bathroom. And god damn it, the kid would have made it if he wouldn't have hit the door frame on his way into the door.
He bumped it pretty hard.
He then pukes a little bit, which then makes him slip, which then makes him spiral puke all over the bathroom. And then bump on the floor and hit his head off the toilet.
Damn.
I don't know what's going on in this photo. What the fuck? That's what happened. That's this photo is tame compared to what happened in that bench.
What the fuck?
Tame. Legit tame.
So I wake up. Markman is in the doorway to the bathroom. So Markman sees what's happened, but I
I'm
haven't.
just sober watching wrestling because I love it.
So I look up, I look at Markman, and Markman goes, "Yeah, it's pretty bad." And I'm just picturing like, oh God, no blood. Just let there be no blood. Please, for the love of God, let there be no blood.
All right.
There was no blood, but RC had puked so violently he had knocked picture frames off the wall.
Right. Jesus Christ.
So I'm yelling at Argos like, you have to take care of him, and Argos is like, eh, blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
That's what I hear when he talks too.
Argos, you have to take care of him. Argos, if you don't take care of him, half your bookings just went out the door, and that somehow woke him up.
Yeah, cat.
Now that he's out of here, guys, what do you think? What do you think, like odds wise, is he has a kid? Do you like three to one?
Oh, he's gonna have a kid within the next 2 years.
Like 5 to 1.
Yeah.
In the next 2 years, he's having a kid.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
Not on purpose.
No, absolutely not.
I think he's a couple bartenders away from just like
No. He
planting one.
No, here's the thing. He falls in love with any woman who hands him a beer.
Yeah.
Okay, like the next time that any if it's a blonde with big tits who hands him a beer, that girl's
It's game over.
that girl's getting pregnant.
She's
okay?
getting pregnant before the beer hits the tabletop.
Yeah, like no question. Absolutely. Am I out drinking him? How is that even humanly possible?
Are you?
No, unless he's taking cans into the kitchen.
He probably grabbed one on his way out to pee and he's
That's
out there putting it in as much as it's coming out.
Fair
Just looping through. Did he go outside or did he go downstairs?
He went outside.
How's that experience at Monster Factory been for you, Chris, getting to go up there?
I've loved it. I mean, Danny Cage has been awesome. The new opponent, and this is the thing that I think is like crippled a lot of guys locally, is the fear to get out of your comfort zone and to wrestle people who are, oh, I don't know this guy. Well, you're gonna have to wrestle people you don't know. But the Graysons, the Money in the Miles, QT and Twitch, South Philly's finest, like there's really, really, really good talent. Excuse me. That kind of goes through and around the Monster Factory, and yeah, it's a long drive. Yeah, the tolls are a bitch, but I've enjoyed every single time I've gone down.
I feel like the boxes downstairs aren't the right boxes. Like you don't have enough, and they're not in the right spot.
Well, considering my tag team partner just showed up, talking about the Monster Factory, I have enjoyed every trip. Some of them have been, yeah, it's a long drive. Yeah, the tolls are a bitch, but I've never left feeling like I didn't learn something. I've never left feeling like I didn't make a good impression. Like, I'm on very good terms with everyone there. I'm very good terms with the Graysons. That's where I met Mike Orlando. And, you know, Orlando ended up, you know, in Super Indy this year. And I think he's a fantastic talent.
Chris, speak up. Speak into the mic.
Am I not speaking up? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Speak into the mic.
But yeah. Bravo. Cheers. I've had a blast going down to the Monster Factory, and we'll be back down. I'm going back down July 1st, but there might be a couple more visits in July coming in the next couple weeks. The match with the Money in the Miles was probably the
most fun I've had down there.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with Marcus being in the finish. That was the heaviest thing that ever hit me. Was Fala, Mario, and Marcus. That was 900 pounds of humans splashing me. And there was a moment there where I was like, I think I just killed myself.
I thought to myself as the Penguins won the Stanley Cup last week, and I thought, boy, I can't wait to go back to the Monster Factory to have Danny Cage commentate one of our matches and try to shit on the Penguins for being a Flyers fan. And just totally shit on Pittsburgh, even though we just won the Stanley Cup. I go, that's
2 years in a row. 2 years in a row.
That's going to be funny for me to listen to, because I always enjoy listening to our matches.
Danny's a Flyer. Yeah, Danny's
to
a
hear
Flyers
what Danny
fan.
says, because he despises Pittsburgh so much that he just shits on us the whole time.
Marcus always coming out in the Pens jersey,
Pirates hat,
and the terrible towel. So he's hit all three every single time. And poor Marcus. Marcus has taken a beating since he's been down at the Monster Factory. But
well, he's a piece of shit. He deserves it.
Speaking of Marcus, I'm gonna get multiple takes on this. This was a big topic on his podcast. What's your thoughts on intergender wrestling?
This is a wrestling podcast?
Oh, fuck.
Go
He
ahead.
wasn't supposed to know that. Now he's going to shut down.
I'm out.
Then I'll go.
I don't talk
because I love the sound of my own voice.
Shit's fake.
You know what?
Baloney.
You know what? I enjoy it. I think it's entertaining. I think that there are some people who are doing it very, very well. I think, obviously, guys like Joey Ryan were the first people to do it, but Cedric Alexander and Candice LeRae have been, had done some really good stuff in the past couple of years. Some people are doing it really well, and as long as it's entertaining and the fans enjoy it, yeah, go ahead.
Do you think within the next decade that'll become a norm? If you put Charlotte versus Seth Rollins on a marquee, would you not buy that as a good match? Like, what is this overselling of if a man hits a woman, she's automatically dead? Like, do you not see a woman being able, of that caliber, of a Charlotte,
Sure.
an athletic caliber, being able to keep up with say, a Seth Rollins or...
Well, I mean, historically, the gap was a lot greater. The
Yeah.
gap between, I don't know, would you say the during the Attitude Era, the biggest women were like Lita and Trish Stratus?
No, Chyna and Nicole Bass were the biggest women.
Well,
Clearly.
I was.
R.I.P.
Which one?
Both.
Are they both dead?
Yeah, they're both
Yeah.
dead.
Jesus Christ.
Cheesy crazy.
Lemon squeezy.
I don't know, but like the gap between like Trish and Lita, between Rock and Austin, I mean that was such a huge gap that there was no way anyone would ever take that seriously. Now in Lucha Underground, I mean, for God's sake, Sexy Star was their heavyweight champion. So
For a second.
for a show, yeah.
Yeah.
She won. She was it their battle royal. Like
I thought she beat Mundo.
I don't
no,
know.
Mundo beat her.
That's
I know
on
that.
the Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that is on the Netflix.
I think it's more believable in today's era just because the quality, and this is not to say that Trish and Lita were not good. I mean, they were excellent. But I think that these days it's more believable. It's since you know who changed the game. It had nothing to do with pro wrestling. It was Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey proved that a woman could kick a man's ass and could do it convincingly. And I think that completely changed the game. And now people buy that there are badass women out there who can do it. It's not going to work in every circumstance. It's not going to work with every woman. It's not going to work with every man. But fuck, back in the 80s, Baby Doll was kicking the shit out of Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
What do you think, Pollock?
No, I agree with what you're saying. Like, there are certain people that if they put on the marquee, I go like, I wouldn't buy that. But then there's other ones. Charlotte, Natty. I don't really watch a lot of current wrestling. I watch a lot of old wrestling. So, like, if I say names that aren't there, I don't know. Eva Marie, I'm not going to buy versus
anyone.
You know, a lot of the younger NXT girls, I'm not going to buy versus anyone.
You know, I'd buy Asuka versus a lot of men.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've booked her in a way to make her look very strong that you would go like, yeah, I buy that. But like, it seems like there was a peak of NXT women's developmental wrestling that all those girls came up around the same time into the main roster. And now it's almost like, and this is no discredit to any of them that are down there, because they got you know, Heidi and
Ruby Riott.
Yeah, Ruby Riott and
Kimber.
Ember Moon.
and Kimber.
Kimberly just got a new name. I don't know what.
Abby Leach. Or
Abby
something like
Leach.
that.
Well,
something
yeah.
like that.
So Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace and Amber Moon.
Asuka.
Nikki
Asuka.
Cross.
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross. I love Nikki Cross's work.
So like those are like to me those are like, I don't want to say legitimate to discredit them.
The two Australian girls too.
But to me the two Peyton Royce and the other one.
You feel they're more diva than they are
Yeah,
women's wrestling.
diva less
Okay.
women's wrestler.
Okay.
And no discredit to them in case they're listening. But like I'm not going to buy those two versus, you know, any male tag team. I'm gonna go like,
Okay,
not real.
So I'll ask you this: is it because their style? Because like Nikki and Ruby and Ember, like those four that you mentioned, like they're doing a lot. Like they're doing Nikki and Asuka in the last one.
Here's the thing: they booked those matches with all those other girls, not Peyton Royce and the other girl. Why can't I think of her name?
Billy Kay.
Billy Kay. Boom.
Bravo.
The other girls, you know, are billed and booked in matches that come off more like wrestling
fights.
matches.
Yeah.
Less just like,
We
hey,
haven't-
we're two chicks wrestling against each other.
Okay.
We haven't
Like-
seen a lingerie pillow fight.
Yeah,
in
we haven't
a
had
very
we
long
haven't had
time.
a Miller Lite cat fight since WrestleMania 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have girls down there you look at and you go like, I'm sure they're very talented and they deserve to be there.
Mhm.
But like, the Divas Revolution is now up on the main roster.
What do you think about it on the indie circuit though, where like it's a little bit more outlaw and you can get away with a lot more?
I feel like it's in the same spectrum because like Kelly Klein, I would believe her fighting a dude.
Absolutely.
But then like Mandy Leon, I really wouldn't buy that.
There are girls on the indie scene that could pull it off, like Jessica Havoc.
Yes.
I believe could tear a
Sue
dude
Young,
apart.
I think, could do something.
Because AIW does a lot of stuff where you have matchups that you're like, what the hell?
I mean, they were doing a lot with Candice and the guys there at AIW.
Candice and Cedric
Alexander,
Alexander, I think, was an
Was
AIW
that
match.
AIW?
I think that was AIW.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fantastic match. So I think, some of it does depend on the arena that it happens in.
Mhm.
Some of it does depend on the individuals, but I think, if the stars, in the same thing that you wouldn't put certain people against Brock Lesnar, you can have men versus women, and I think it's completely believable. I think that AIW does some good stuff. I think that Lucha Underground does some good stuff in that realm, where it's where people look at it and they go, "Yeah, I buy that." So, just my opinion.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question then.
Sure.
So on that kind of same note, what do you think about the all-girl shows, where they're kind of a big deal because they are just only women wrestlers? Like we're not going to be getting one in Pittsburgh, but that's been kind of a big thing for the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, if they can deliver, I think it's just like it's the same thing. If it's good, it's good.
But do you think like there's Fire now, and there's Shine and Shimmer and
Rise.
Like there's actual companies now that they're just women's, like top to bottom.
Well, Shimmer
women's
for
wrestling
years.
show.
I mean, Shimmer's been around for years.
Yeah.
So,
But
that's nothing
was like
new.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of on the uprise of more and more coming up, where it's just all women's wrestlers.
I think, quite frankly, I think that the standard has risen for a lot of those girls. Where there was a time when it was lingerie pillow fights and mud wrestling on Raw, girls who were marginally competent stood out. Now, a lot of these girls are really good, and the standard has risen.
Right.
So, you can't come with some weak sauce and expect to pass. Where people are like, no, I've seen some girls who can kick some ass,
Right.
and who can really perform. So I just think that the standard has changed recently, and whether it's Shine or WSU or I'm forgetting one. I'm sorry. Shine, WSU, Girl Fight? Is that the other one?
Girl Fight's the one that's coming to Pittsburgh.
Girl Fight's coming to Pittsburgh. What are some of the other? I'm sure. Queens of Combat's the one I was looking for. As he snaps at me like I'm an asshole. But I think it's just, if they can deliver, they can deliver. And I think the big thing is that it's no longer that was good for a girls match. It's now that was good or that was bad. And that's the standard it should be held to. Is that not, well, that was good for two chicks. No, it was either good or it was bad by any standard. And that's what I like about some of the stuff that the girls are doing in NXT and on the main roster. It's like, it's not just that, oh, that was good for two girls. No, that was a good match.
Yeah.
Girls match, guys match, tag match, whatever, by any standard, that was good.
There's a reason why Bayley and Sasha Banks were main eventing NXT shows.
Because it was good by
it
any...
It was good, great wrestling.
By any objectionable
Yeah.
standard, it was good. When it can main event shows, and when they can have Hell in the Cell matches, and when they can have all this stuff, and it's no longer that, for there. No, it's just good.
Do you think it pissed all over that woman's Money in the Bank to have a man pull that briefcase down? Do you think that's as big of a deal as people are making it out to be?
I did, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, some people say it was heat. I mean...
Well, and then the fact that they just stripped her of it anyways.
Right.
And they're having another...
Well,
But was it, but I mean, was it the right kind of heat? Was it the kind of heat that makes you want to go see the next one? Because, I mean, when this is being filmed, they haven't had the second ladder match yet. Yeah, not yet. Is it the kind of heat that makes you want to watch the next one, or is it the kind of heat that makes you not want to watch the show?
I mean, I didn't watch the first one.
Of course you didn't.
I was listening to music.
Because
Live that J. Paul's life, guys.
We've reached
Baby free.
we've reached an interesting point where and this isn't just with the women's Money in the Bank, but this is just generally where it's hard to get real heat, but now does real heat, quote unquote, lead to ticket sales and DVD buys? Is there anyone who you really want to see get the shit kicked out of them because you think they'll really get the shit kicked out of them at a wrestling show? It's like, I don't know. People want to see seem to see me get my ass kicked. So,
Well, you got that Miz quality about you.
oh fuck you.
People just want to kick you in the face.
People want to see me die, and if they'll pay money for it, bravo. Keep going.
That's really the only person I can think of. I don't think anyone would ever buy him getting the legitimate shit kicked out of him, but I think people will pay money to see Miz get beat up.
Yeah,
Like, he seems
but
to be
that's
the
a
only
great
legit-
heel
the
then.
only legitimate heel
Yeah,
the company has.
like there people who seem to be afraid of that kind of heat. It's like, no, that's the kind of heat that made people millions of dollars. Someone beat this guy, please. I'm begging you.
Piper got stabbed in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
People
No,
hated
Flair
him.
got stabbed
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Did Flair get stabbed? Well, Flair got stabbed a couple times,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Hell, I got stabbed in West Newton.
Do you remember when I slapped Tony's girlfriend?
Who?
Oh yeah, I slapped Tony's girlfriend, and people were
I
waiting for me in the parking lot.
I remember. I remember, Bree.
Hey guys, you can follow the show at Wrestling Death. You can follow me at RuperMattC. You can follow my guests at Destroyer Graham, at Chris LeRusso, and at J Paul's Beard. So you can go do that if you want, or you cannot. Doesn't matter. Back to the show.
What are you so beat up for?
Hardcore Icon.
Oh, bravo.
Seriously, guys, Jack Pollock has to have a kid somewhere.
At least one.
At least one.
At least one.
I mean, if we're speaking realistically, maybe two.
Yeah.
I mean, he spreads it around.
It's a lot.
It's everywhere.
It's a lot.
It's
Anyway, guys, I don't want any of this shit to air. Fuck Chris LeRusso. Alright?
This is way easier than the last one I did with him.
With
He
him?
made me not swear on it.
With him?
Yeah, he's made me not swear, and I slipped out a fuck towards the end, and he was all like, "You have to cut that out. You've got
So
to cut
you're
the fuck
saying-
out."
Meanwhile, Jack Pollock's been saying it.
He's a heel now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was a babyface.
He's a babyface.
Oh, is that what it was?
And all I'm saying was, you should have cussed.
No,
Curb the cussing, Conard.
cunt. I promised him a cunt.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's really a cuss word.
Is it? Yeah, I just think it's a very vulgar word. I don't think it's a cuss word.
Yeah, I mean, that's classic Conard. Always.
To drop a C word,
Definitely.
Dropping a C.
dropping a C. You drop a lot of seeds and some C's, don't you, buddy?
Seeds and C's.
Seeds and seeds, seeds and seeds, seeds and seeds.
Not really.
You wait 9 months, out comes a B, A-B-Y. Oh,
Seeds and C's.
seeds and seeds.
You are gonna impregnate somebody soon. Like, it just.
It's gonna be a life changer, buddy. It's
You'll
gonna
grow
be
up. It'll be good. You'll grow up. You'll have more maturity.
It's gonna be a real Ted Danson mid-90s movie for you.
Alright, so what were we going to talk about?
What were we gonna talk about? Oh, the we almost died.
Yeah,
You almost froze to death.
the Hoth incident.
Oh.
Wait, because Peyton's gonna be here.
Wait, what I did?
For Hoth.
Oh, for Hoth? The van?
Yeah, go ahead and tell this. I'm gonna get pissed.
All right, this was a couple years ago.
2014.
I still had the Mystery Machine,
Yes.
so which was a minivan with a
February 8th, 2014.
Bravo, thank you. For
He
the
went
date.
back into his tweets and looked at
I
it.
didn't actually.
So I had a minivan with a VCR player in it. That's how old this thing was. But it was great because we got to watch some of Jack Pollock's old tapes.
We did.
I got a lot of VHS at home.
We watched what, In Your House?
A couple
We
of
watched it like a
houses.
best of Razor Ramon.
Did we watch a Clash of Champions as well, or was that a Starcade?
You weren't watching anything. You were
Spring
driving.
Stampede.
Spring Stampede. Oh, excuse me.
94.
So, Zach Vincent obviously had the health
Brain
issues,
tumor?
the brain tumor,
The tumor.
Not a tumor.
and there was the We Got Your Back Zach show for Remix Pro Wrestling. So the car was me, Jack, Gory, Facade, Peyton, and Markman. Is that accurate? Did I
Yeah,
forget?
and we dragged Markman with us. He did
Yeah.
not want to go.
I had the option to judge pudding wrestling at the Rex
At the Rex.
Theater.
That's
that
true.
night.
You chose to give some money to Zach
I chose
Vincent.
to go and support my former tag team partner, Zach Vincent,
Bravo.
by not being on the show. But I love that guy, so I wanted
I
to
love
do that.
Zach Vincent. He's fucking fantastic. So we knew that we had some car issues on the way because the car started smoking at like a rest stop in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And we were like, can we make it? Can we make it?
Put
yeah,
antifreeze in it.
we put antifreeze in. We can make it. So we put some antifreeze in the car and we can make it. So we get to the show with little to no problem. And then Viper decides, oh no, just pour this into your fucking engine and you'll be fine. So we pour whatever the hell he
Blood.
into the engine.
His own? I don't know.
I don't know.
Mandelbaum. Mark Man's gonna get that reference.
We start to try and head back to Pittsburgh, and the engine overheats badly.
Yeah.
To the point where like there's just this column of smoke coming from the engine
It was
block.
like there was a fire in the hood of the car.
And at that point, it's like we can't even risk it. We can't go. We literally cannot go another minute, or we'll blow the car up.
Yeah.
So we stop, and we don't know what state we're in. We could be in Ohio, West Virginia, or Pennsylvania.
We're just on a stretch of road.
We're on the highway, and it's like 10 degrees outside.
Yeah.
You're
And
being generous.
And it was like 2 a.m.
It's like, so I decide, all right, I'm gonna march and see if like the next exit has a gas station or anything to help us.
Meanwhile, we knew there wasn't shit around.
We're in the middle of fucking wilderness, and like while I decide to go and try and get help, Pollock decides to live tweet our deaths.
Started tweeting pictures of Han Solo and Carbonite because we were gonna freeze to death. And I said, Mark Man, I love you. And he goes, I know.
But the thing was is that like I had to turn the car off, so there's no heat. It's just a dead car in the middle of winter on a stretch of road, and no one is helping us.
And we all thought we should cut Payton Graham open and then just live inside of him. He's such a tauntaun.
And I thought he smelled bad from the outside.
Thanks, guys.
So I get to the next exit about, I don't know, what, half a mile?
I didn't go outside, dude. It was
Fuck.
cold.
I don't know, a half a mile, 3/4 of a mile up the road.
He does smell bad on the outside.
There is nothing at this. We are in farmland.
Yeah.
Like this exit is, you know, if you get on this exit, to the right is farms, to the left is more farms. And I decide, okay, there's nothing here. Maybe the exit behind us will have something. So as I go back, a local cop,
Yeah.
you know, comes up because what the fuck is someone walking on the exit ramp at 2 a.m. for? I was like, what the fuck's happening? I was like, our car broke down, or blah 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 blah. Like, well, I can't help you. I gotta go to a call, but I'll call a state trooper to come to your car. Why don't you explain what's been happening while I've been gone?
I don't know, man. I was busy live tweeting the entire situation.
Okay.
There were shenanigans outside of the van.
Shenanigans happen outside. Someone stole my Bane coat. Mark Man continued to say I wasn't even supposed to be here.
He did say that a lot. He was very angry.
It was just a weird night to be alive.
So I'm going to be a little bit vague for the sake of people who might have warrants at this point. So I get back to the car. I'm like, West Virginia State Troopers on their way, and so is AAA. And somebody who was left apparently was not allowed to be out of the state.
It was me, guys.
And they're like, what the hell are you doing? So, as an argument is ensuing, the state trooper arrives and says, okay, here's what's going to happen. 2 people are going to take the car back to Pittsburgh because AAA is gonna be able to ride with you in the cab.
Right.
The rest of you are going to have to wait and have someone come and pick you up. Okay, that's fine. Cool. But before we can drive you to this, I think it was a Denny's?
Denny's,
It was a Denny's.
Yep.
Before we can drive you to the Denny's, give me your IDs.
Well, first it was me and Mark, man.
All right. So transporting 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're reading off their,
Numbers.
their numbers on their driver's license. It's like, okay, confirmed. And then the trooper drives you off. And then some of the people who were behind us realized, oh shit, the cops are gonna have our identification. So somebody decided, like, what the hell, like, why don't you drive? Like, no, I'm driving in the goddamn tow truck. I'm not staying around West Virginia. I can get back. All right, well, tell him I left.
I just
Wait,
walked off
what?
into the darkness.
I walked off into the woods in a farmland?
Well, not only that, next to the side of the road where we were, on the other side of the guardrail, was like a 90-degree drop into a valley.
Like really, we were nowhere safe.
Well, because also, I think at some point before the cop came or after the cop came, a knife was chucked into the woods.
Yes, that
a
absolutely.
switchblade.
That absolutely happened.
And then something else was thrown into the woods because they weren't allowed to have it on them.
So the cop comes back and is going to transport the other 2 people who are not going to ride in the tow truck. All right, transporting blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And there's this long pause. Like this really long pause. Like someone on the other end of the radio is like clicking and dragging and clicking and
opening files.
and opening files and fucking, data banks are kicking on. And I'm just thinking, like, we're all going to jail. There's no way that we're not all going to jail. And then the radio comes back, okay, confirmed. And I almost said, wait, what? How dare you, like, allow us to get away with this? And the cop apparently let us get away with it. And, like, you and... excuse me. I and the person who rode with me looked at each other going like, how the hell did that happen? There's no possible way that should have happened.
I think all of us in the car were very intrigued by how the cops let that person, could have been me, get in that car and go to Denny's.
The best is whenever those people got to Denny's, Marcus and I were extremely, I guess, excited to see that person made it and wasn't arrested immediately. Because we were...
Oh my god, you made it!
Because we were concerned. It was taking quite a while for that cop to return with the other people. And him and I were about to ask if everything was alright.
I think we all bonded that night, guys.
Oh my god. What a night.
That was for you, Zach.
Pittsburgh wrestling almost died that night.
Before we go, we have to play a game.
Oh, play a game? Okay.
Because that's the way I wrap up my podcast now.
Uh-oh.
So I play a game.
Fair enough.
So.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
The game is called Parade of Champions. And what it is I pick a title from wrestling history, and you have, it's process of elimination. You each name a man who's held the title until we run out or you guess incorrectly.
Okay.
Since we have the Remix Right champion in our presence, and Mr. Mayhem over here,
Alright.
and Chris LeRusso,
Fuck him.
I'm going to go with the WWE Hardcore Championship,
Okay.
because that has a vast number of people who have held said title.
Okay.
So,
We can only name this person once?
as a late Father's Day present, I want Jack to go first.
Jack, go ahead.
Pete Gas.
Pete Gas. That is correct.
Ooh! Crash Holly.
Crash Holly.
You went easy.
That is correct. Peyton.
I'm going easy too. Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. Yes, that is correct.
Steve Blackman.
Steve Blackman.
Pollock coming out with
Is
the,
correct.
with the Pete Gas. on
Shane
the top.
McMahon.
Shane McMahon is also correct.
Kane.
Kane is correct. Pollock.
Raven.
Raven is correct.
One of the Godfather's hoes.
Godfather's Hoe
Show me Godfather Ho.
is correct. One of them did hold that title for like a second. Peyton.
Bob Holly.
Bob Holly is correct. Pollock.
Maven.
Maven is correct. Chris.
Ooh, God.
He's not on there.
No, God.
God.
No, God is God is not my decision.
God did wrestle a tag match. with Shawn
Big
before.
Show.
Big Show is correct. Peyton.
X-Pac.
X-Pac is incorrect.
Oh!
Damn. I'm out.
No X-Pac.
That surprises me.
So Peyton's out.
Peyton is out.
Boss Man.
Boss Man is correct. LeRusso.
Al Snow.
Al Snow's correct. Pollock.
Oh, Jesus. Crazy.
Lemon
Let's go.
This isn't hard
No, it's way too hard. I didn't pay attention to hardcore matches.
at all.
That shit's garbage. Chris Larson taught me that. Headbanger Mosh.
Really?
Chaz.
Out of all the names
He started
you
with
could
Pete
guess.
Gas.
Yeah, but that's pretty fair. That title was big around the
2000 era.
Yeah.
around the Mean Street Policy era. Headbanger Mosh?
Chaz.
No. No. It was not. No.
Actually, you know what? Can you read off the other hardcore champions?
I mean,
please?
like, I forget who we even listed.
I can name off the other ones as soon as you name one more, because as soon as you
Okay.
name one, you win.
I
Okay.
say Rios.
Other hardcore champions.
Yeah, you get
Shit.
one more and you win.
Holy shit!
You guys really make this
Steve Austin.
too fucking easy.
Matt Conard.
No.
The best.
All of the NWO.
Renegade.
Shut up! Stop talking. I'm trying to think of someone in that era.
Cubo Carmichael.
Christian.
Earthquake.
Yeah, Christian.
Earthquake.
LaRusso wins.
Bravo.
And by the way, it was Thrasher, not Mosh.
Oh, how did you have the
Was
wrong?
it really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on! Damn it, I was right there.
Can I say, I loved that title. That was one of the most entertaining things.
Road Dogg was on there, right?
Yeah.
I
wish
was
they went
right
Road Dogg.
there.
Okay. Who are other hardcore
The
champions?
ones you didn't
Mae
name.
Young.
Road Dogg.
Okay.
Billy Gunn.
Really?
British Bulldog.
Oh, you know, you're right. I do remember Billy Gunn won it. Yes.
Test.
Chris
Yes.
LaRusso.
Taz. Viscera. Funaki. Rodney.
Oh, the other Mean Street Posse. Okay.
Joey Abs.
I was gonna say all three Mean Street Posse had it.
Thrasher.
Not Mosh.
Perry Saturn.
I was gonna say
Matt
Perry
Hardy. Gerald Briscoe.
Jeff
Pat Patterson.
I knew the fucking Stooges had it at one point. That was going to be my backup.
K
Yeah.
Quick. Rhino. Chris Jericho. Mike Awesome. Jeff Hardy. Rob Van Dam. Kurt Angle. Undertaker.
Okay.
Goldust. Spike Dudley. The Hurricane. Molly Holly. Bubba Ray Dudley. William Regal. Tommy Dreamer. Stevie Richards. Sean Stasiak. Justin Credible. Booker T. Trish Stratus. Terry.
shit, this is
Bradshaw. Chris Nowinski. And Johnny Stamboli.
That was a pretty prestigious title. I didn't realize it had that many
Wait,
good...
Johnny Stamboli was the last ever hardcore champion?
No, it was
Who's last on the list?
it was Van Dam.
Van Dam merged it
This
with
wasn't in order.
With the ECW title, right?
He merged it with the Intercontinental title.
Against Orton.
Yes.
No, it wasn't Orton, because that was during the era where Hunter was merging all the titles.
Yeah, but Van Dam merged... Van Dam...
Yeah, he merged the two.
Intercontinental and the Hardcore title.
He merged those, and then Hunter merged the Intercontinental with the World title.
Okay.
Because the Intercontinental was gone for like 18 months, and they brought it back.
wrestling, guys. Am I
Holy
right?
shit, yeah.
Can't believe it was.
You guys were
Thrasher.
so bad at that.
Hey, motherfucker! I won!
Especially you. I'm especially disappointed in you.
Well, I've had a few barley pops.
Especially disappointed.
Come on, dude. I went Headbanger Moss.
I had you on this.
I was one off, and you're mad at me.
I really had.
I named one of the fucking Godfather's hoes.
He did.
And, that's obscure as shit.
I went
you did.
more obscure than Chris LeRusso knows what obscure means.
Of all the people, you go for a headbanger, right? You don't like. There's a million obvious
Can I
ones.
be
You
honest?
go for a
Can I be
headbanger.
honest? Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I love the headbangers.
Maybe you can name your fucking kid Mosh.
That cat is gonna kill you.
No, he's not. He's good.
Well, Chris, congratulations.
You don't win anything.
You just
but
won a
You
game
win
on a
nothing.
podcast that no one's gonna listen to because we're not gonna put it on fucking line.
Fuck, that was fun as fuck anyway. I love it.
I will put it on a disc and give it to you for Father's Day next year.
I'm telling you, this year we all just get him Christmas gifts that say "Best Dad Ever."
You're gonna impregnate someone, okay?
It might be by Christmas.
Like the next woman
There's
you have
6 months to go,
like
man.
you could wear 6 condoms. The next woman you have sex with, you're going to get pregnant.
They're all gonna have a pinhole.
I mean, look at it this way, buddy. You don't have to worry about marriage. You just got a little you running around.
Yeah, it's not like you have to
That's
marry.
one big commitment you don't have to worry about.
This has been Wrestling with Death. Thanks for
Good night.
Thank you for listening, and good night.
All right.
Can we play Mario Brothers 2?
Shut up.
I mean, I kind of would rather do that. That's kind of.
Mario, I liked Mario 2. I like Mario 3. Mario 3 is
Mario
the best.
3 is better.
Mario 3 is
Barf!
Shut up, you.
Go ahead.
That's just the hipster in him coming out. Don't mind.
Super Mario World. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't mind the world's best dad over here.
Oh my god, I'm getting you one for Christmas.
Go ahead. Moving on.
I can't breathe.
What's the game, for the love of God, before
I
you?
can't even breathe.
Part of the podcast.
You would be a really good dad.